Hey guys, good afternoon. This is Eric with Inspired Trading. Hope you guys are having a wonderful end of the week. It's Friday, October the 2nd, 2020. All right, so we're going to look at Bitcoin today in USD. And we're also going to look at the dollar index. So we're going to see if we can figure out what's going on. Of course, we got some news. We had some fairly decent news with the non-farms payroll, so that was pretty decent. But with the coronavirus starting to have an uptick, it's also sending mixed signals into the markets. So that's why things are not going like they should. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into this. As I reminded you guys, is that Bitcoin and is part of essentially the currency market, Forex, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people don't want to peg it as being part of Forex, but essentially it is. You're transferring from one currency to another. If you're from fiat, which is your US dollar or your euro, and you're buying BTC or any other crypto, you're coming from one currency to another. So, and when you sell it, you're going to settle maybe in your fiat, or you may settle in another crypto. Whatever the case is, it's an exchange. Simple as that. So what we're going to look at, we're going to look on a daily chart. And what we have here, we have a nice little, let's go on a bigger screen. Here we go. So we're on a daily chart. And what we have here, we have a nice area of resistance right here. All right. And what we notice is that around this area, price is being respected. All right. In fact, it goes all the way over to here, but we're going to just stick with this area right here. All right. And if you notice, when price comes in here, it's having a difficult time. It was once a difficult time for it to break. There's resistance, and then we hit another resistance point. And then finally we broke this, and then we came back and retested it, but then we got an exhaustion point. But now what happened is that we have come back down and we had breached this level. Now this is significant. We need to keep an eye on this breach, okay? Because this breach could signal that this trend is currently on hold, okay? This huge uptrend, means that this is the start of a new rally, but this rally needs a break, okay? And if that's the case, we got a lot more downside pressure that could be coming. All right, so we got a breach, and then we had a retest. But what did we have a retest of? We had a retest of this market structure right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a trend line right here, because this served as a level of support. If any of you guys been working with me, you know that once support is broken, it then becomes the new resistance. So this is the resistance point, guys. So we'll look at the price, what it did. It broke, and then it came back and it retested that area. Okay, let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you guys. There you go. So you see that. Look at this support. We broke support. We'll wait for the retest. All right, we got the retest. Any smart trader, they went short right here, guys. Now, according to how I trade, I'm going to show you how I would get my downside targets. All right. I'm using my Fibonacci extension tool. All right, and I have, this is going to be the projected target zone. Okay, so my target zone. Now, I want some confluence to line up as well, too. Okay, so yes, I believe that price will eventually come back down to this area, which is at the 9106 area, or maybe even lower. Now, here's the bigger thing. If we breach this level, we will go lower, even lower. Now, when I say we will, it's not guaranteed. I will tell you that. Anything, it's just higher probabilities now. And that's what we want on our side. Okay, so we're going to pull up my fib extension, my retracement tool. And normally when price breaks this particular region, we have a higher percentage that we're going to go to the 30 8% retracement. And as you can tell, that target lines right up. So that serves as our confluence. All right. What else is the confluence? This is area what? Market structure. Look at the structure area. Okay. I'm going to change this color. Let's change this to, we're going to do yellow. Okay, let's do yellow. All right. Now, if you notice down, we got 50% level that serves as another area of market structure. And we have wicks to the downside. These wicks possibly need to be covered. All right. The next zone, we have 61%. And then the final will be between the 78 and 88. Now, do I think it can come down as far? I mean, I know it can, but I don't know. I mean, no one knows. When they tell you they know, I mean, they don't. Just higher probabilities. I can only go off of what the market does. If the market breaches this, then I can say, okay, we got a higher probability. We're going to go to the 50%, which is $8,182. If it breaks that, then you'd be going to 61. So I'm a type of event trader. I need something to happen in order for me. So A has to happen before I do B. I can't just jump to B, jump to C. Some people just jump in here and say, well, he look like he's pretty accurate, so I'm just going to go ahead and put an order down here at 7,157. Well, Bitcoin tomorrow can wake up and just go on a new highs and never come back to this level. You have to respect the markets to know that it can do whatever it wants. So what we do is we just react to what's given. If you understand sports, defense reacts to what the offense is doing. We don't just do whatever we want to do. If that happens, we can be out of position and it can cost us the game. So it's the same thing with trading. All right. So we have these key levels. And I did a previous video where I already had these levels. All right. So what we're doing is just waiting for them to play out. Okay. Now, why is Bitcoin going down? A lot of people understand it's not that Bitcoin is literally going down to a certain extent. It's because the US dollar had gained some strength. That's why. And so if this goes down, that means the US dollar is strong. Simple as that, guys. So that's not why now. Let me do something else. Let me put my okay, so once again, we got confluence. We have the 200 moving average sitting right here at the area of market structure. Okay, look at that. We got price below the 20 period moving average and the 50 moving average. That is a bearish sign. So it looks like we still may have some selling pressure to the downside. Okay, now let's go and look at the DXY, which is the dollar index. And I suggest you guys to start to pay attention to the dollar index. Okay, now I have previously drawn up this blue chart. Why? Because it's an area of what? Market structure. Okay, and I'm looking for price to come back and retest this blue zone. This means that right now the dollar has broken out of this channel that you see down here. Okay, we had the channel, we had a nice little bearish drop, and then we was look like we were starting to form what we call a bearish flag pattern down here at the bottom, and it still could become a bearish flag because with bearish flags, it looks like it's in a minor uptrend, but you still have the leg. Okay, still have a leg in place. Uptrend still can come up here and still be considered a bearish flag and then get the drop. Nevertheless, this move from up here, see, this move from up here down, this is a established new trend, and we're just in a correction. And so what we're looking for now is for the dollar to come up to this blue zone based off of our extension. Once again, using our extensions to get some targets. Boom, fell right there. So that's how we got those targets. All right, so I expect to come here, and then from here, then we can look for a descent. All right, so this is on a daily. We don't know how many days it's going to take for it to get here, but I'm willing to bet if we can look, let's see. All right, so we'll be in November around this time. Depends on what the elections does or whatever. It's going to depend on how strong this dollar is going to rally and what it's going to do. Okay, it could come up here and create a double top, and then drop, or it could just do, I'm not gonna call it a V-shaped recovery, but it look like it's gonna become a cup and handle type of pattern if it does come up here. So everything is gonna be based on, like I said, its reaction. Like right now, the dollar is semi-strong. It hit some of the resistance points, so it's down. So that's why you see Bitcoin doing a little bit of cryptocurrency get a little bit of rally. So we had a nice little bounce up. It was strong, and then we got rejected. Okay, so we wanna pay attention to this whole entire pattern right here, see how it plays out. Once again, if the dollar starts coming here, you should be looking for loading up on your cryptocurrencies, because that means crypto market will be down. All right, so you have to understand, if the dollar is strong, crypto will not be strong. They're not correlated as far as 100% correlation. It's more like a negative correlation. It's an inverse, basically. So whatever, if I brought up both of these charts, which I can do, and I finished it out with this, we're going to go over here, and we're going to do BTC USD. All right, go. It's on the 4 hour. I don't want to be on the 4 hour. I want to be on daily. All right, daily. Okay, boom. All right, we're on the daily, and then over here. All right, so you know what? Some of this is somewhat correlated. Let me see. All right, so we're in August 31st. All right, no, I'm sorry. It's not. So look right here on your left. We got August the 31st. Look where we at the bottom, and we made an ascent. We ascended up. But then if you look over to the left, it's gonna go with it. Look over the left. You see that drop, but then you see the U.S. dollar is going up. So the drop. Why is it dropping over at the BTC USD? That's because USD is the base pair over there. So therefore, it's dropping. Okay. So the dollar is staying strong over here. So you're gonna have a bearish drop. If Bitcoin is strong, you have a bullish. All right. So if we go more over to July, now look, you see. All right, look at this. Look at this June, July. Look at this drop to the left. Look at the drop, but then look at the right. You see Bitcoin going up, right? So that's why we have to use these two to help with our analysis. Okay. If the dollar goes to that blue zone, you can bet that Bitcoin is going down. All right. So I'm just giving y'all a little tactics of what you can use to help with your analysis. Hit the subscribe button, like the video. Like I said, I'm gonna post more. You can email me. We do have a Dark Horse Coins group. Join. We do more engagement, and I'm also going to be posting more videos and charts in that group as well too. Have a great weekend. Y'all stay safe. Y'all enjoy yourselves.